which is essentially what has happened on X. Okay. And we know this because even CNN reported that X is more ideologically balanced than it was before, and it actually reflects the electorate at large.
Because this kind of link to Orban, we don't pull it from nowhere. There was a former member of the Hungarian parliament who was writing in Politico who kind of talked about this effort by that government and how specific it was in terms of purchasing media specifically for propaganda. Do you hear why they're making that connection?
I mean, is the concern that certain media outlets would become propaganda arms of political ideologies? I mean, don't we already have that in this country at a large scale? I mean, also, I heard what you're saying about X. I saw a survey this week. It's now the most ideologically balanced user platform
Scott,
of any platform.
Stop. It's too early. I just sat down. I've only been here for 2 minutes.
You're going to be embarrassed
cannot
when
continue
I tweet
to
out
say
after the show, but
you
it's
cannot
true.
say that.
So,
That's not the case.
So
Who's
what
the
source of that?
What I find, we reported it on this network.
Literally CNN. Literally CNN is the source of that. It's just hilarious how these CNN contributors don't even know that their network is the source of Scott Jennings' claim. They don't even know that. But again, it shows you how disconnected from reality they are. They can't believe it. Oh, wait, X is actually balanced? It's a balanced platform? We don't believe that. They just dismiss it off the cuff, even though CNN is the source, right? They're the ones that actually reported on this. Unfortunately, there's just a large portion of people in this country that are just living in a different world, okay? And it's really scary. It really is. This is one of the things I've noticed the most over the last 4 years or so. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't think there's anything we can do about it. These people are just delusional. They're just delusional. They just refuse to accept things the way they are, so they just make it up.
It's not accurate, and you know it.
Okay, I'll let you make your
Scott,
statement. But my point is
can I
this.
reframe it a different way? Because the site changed radically, right? So whether you think the voices it is somehow more balanced now, that's fine. But no doubt Musk's influence is profound, and that you open it up and now you're there with his opinion, and he is now part of this administration. So does anyone else think that there should be this greater concern about billionaires purchasing media companies?
Okay. Would you be worried if Bill Gates controlled MSNBC?
No, because he's sane.
Because MS in MSNBC.
It was MF.
Ding, 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 ding. You heard what Creed Champion said. Creed Champion, again, is extremely deranged, far left liberal woman who has no clue what she's talking about. In fact, I don't know why the hell she's at this table. She's a sports journalist. She doesn't know anything about politics. Why is she at this table? But anyways, you heard what she said there, right? She said the quiet part out loud. If Bill Gates purchased MSNBC, would you be concerned about it? She said no. So that tells you that they're concerned about Elon Musk purchasing X or purchasing MSNBC has nothing to do with the principle of, well, I just don't think that billionaires should be owning these platforms. No, they totally believe that it's okay for billionaires to own the platform, just billionaires that they agree with politically, right? They're billionaires, right? The billionaires that they like that will subsidize the platform being a propaganda outlet for the Democrat Party, right? This is essentially how it works. And this is why I say that, yeah, I don't have any problems with what Elon Musk is doing, because that's the only way that you fight back against the left. They're already doing it, right? They already have their left-wing liberal billionaires buying up platforms and making sure that they're arms of the Democrat Party. You don't fight back against that by being passive, right? And I'm saying this because there was somebody in the comment section yesterday that responded to one of my videos where MSNBC and Brian Stelter was trying to make this point of, well, it's concerning that a billionaire that's so close to the president is buying up these media outlets. That is how right-wing authoritarianism rises. And I'm like, yeah, that could be possible. But Elon Musk has not shown himself to be somebody that is a right-wing authoritarian. In fact, you guys remember how Elon Musk tried to pay Don Lemon to do the show on the platform? Right? So how is it that this right-wing authoritarian, this guy that wants X just to be a cesspool of conservative opinions and right-wing viewpoints, why is it that he decided to offer Don Lemon, who's a left-winger, why did he offer Don Lemon the opportunity to do an exclusive show on X and to get paid, to get preferential treatment. It doesn't make sense. Now, the reason why it didn't happen is because Don Lemon ruined it. Don Lemon ruined it because he was boohoo whining and crying about X not being rigged enough for the left.
Growing up, I never really knew my grandfather's name.
I joined Ancestry and I was able to find his World War II draft card and it had his name on it.
It connects people, it connects locations, it connects time. It gives you so much more information than just what you're expecting.
Simon Says, upgrade. Again.
What's new? Who cares?
Simon Says, limit your choices.
Solo tienes manzanas.
You only have apples.
Yes.
No, gracias.
Simon Says, a lot of things. Samsung Says, do your own thing.
Which again really shows you the mindset of these people. They have the mindset of a child. Okay? If they can't have it their way, they take their ball and go, hey, you don't want to censor from us? You don't want to rig it for us? We're just not going to play at all, right? If you don't want to cheat on behalf of the left, they say, well, we're just not going to play because it's not fair. It's not fair if you don't cheat for us. That's essentially their argument. And the crazy part is these people don't even realize that that's what they're saying. That's what they're advocating for. How childish they sound when they come up here and they boohoo, whine, and cry about Elon Musk turning X into a neutral platform because that's literally what it is. It's neutral. But they feel like somehow that is an attack on their free speech. These people are insane. They're insane.
Comes from Microsoft. It was a partnership between Microsoft and NBC way back in the 1990s, back when Microsoft was under investigation by Bill Clinton's DOJ for monopoly. I don't remember anybody panicking over MSNBC back then.
No, they definitely did. But yeah, continue. Well, like Fox was launching, MSNBC was launching. The cable news network was shifting. The landscape
But
was shifting.
isn't the issue that the left has gotten so used to controlling almost all institutional information distribution arms in this country that when one little piece of it, whether it's X or MSNBC or anything else gets taken away, the panic is so outrageous. I mean, that's how used to the left is having control of all of it.
I don't think that that's an accurate assessment when you look at something like Sinclair Broadcasting Group that has purchased most of the local newspapers and local television stations and sends out distributed information that their anchors are supposed to follow for the correspondence. That is a conservative-leaning group. I think the difference, though, I'm not siding with Elon Musk at all here. The one thing to point out is that platforms are not regulated right now, which gives them carte blanche to whatever they want right now. Elon is not someone who likes to be regulated. And so to buy MSN, he would go under some federal regulations.
Who's regulating CNN right now?
The FCC.
We're not a broadcast. It's cable.
I mean, I don't really think cable stations are under the same regulatory structure.
It doesn't go over public airwaves.
That broadcast is.
It's definitely regulated more than than Facebook and
there's
Twitter.
Still, what she's saying is that there's still a litmus test of journalism that you have to pass. You can't come on TV and just make up things and say things. That happens on X. Please don't give me the eyebrow furrow as if you don't know what I'm talking about. It happens often on X. I can go and say the color is blue and I will be met with so many disrespectful remarks. No one's regulating the N-word. No one's regulating the criticism. No one is regulating how people are treated.
How much government regulation of the First Amendment are you for?
Let me tell you something. If I came on here and I just started calling you all kind of names, do you think the bosses would let me continue to do that?
I mean, it happens to me occasionally. I don't know if you watch the show.
It doesn't happen to you, but it doesn't happen for me. And I know that I wouldn't be able to do that. There's a level of professionalism in what we do here because we are journalists and we adhere to something, at least morally. And there is no moral compass on this thing called
You're
X.
also having a...
Yeah, so again, just listen to these people talk. If you listen to them talk, they tell you everything you need to know about how authoritarian they actually are, right? This woman is literally saying that, well, X is not a peaceful place and that I don't like X because people say mean things to me. Therefore, it should be regulated. She's calling for the government to regulate people saying the N-word. That's what she's calling for. The government needs to regulate these platforms, or that there should be some regulation because people say mean things to her, as if Ben Shapiro and any right-wing leaning person on X doesn't have mean things said to them. I think, for example, I get people calling me the